Hey YouTube, this is Mr. Lufu here with a sort of like a day 2.5. These ones have been released over the course of the day, and I didn't want to talk about them later tonight, so I might as well talk about them now. I worry I might forget about them. So we had our first mythic rare and another rare spoiled. So the rare that was spoiled on Mark Rosewater's Tumblr was Jar of Eyeballs. So it's a 3 mana cost artifact that whenever a creature you control dies, put 2 eyeball counters on Jar of Eyeballs. And then 3 tap, remove all eyeball counters from Jar of Eyeballs, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of counters removed in this way. Put 1 of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. And this is a rare, and this is a bad rare. Flavor text, hysterical. I love that they're eyeball counters. Just 2 little questions like, what if it's like a 2-headed sliver or a cyclops or something, right? Where do you get your eyes? But as a whole, this is so bad. I mean, it reminds me of Shrine of Piercing Visions a lot, but this is not going to see any standard play at all. It's so bad. I'm sorry. The standard playability, this has absolutely none. It might be good in aggro decks if they ever have 6 mana to invest. Not necessarily in 1 turn, of course, but in EDH this might be okay. If you have a creature heavy deck like, say, Slivers, this might be okay. But as a whole, Jar of Eyeballs is not good. Do not play this in standard. If I'm wrong about this, oh boy, am I gonna hear so many comments about it. But this is not a good card. Anyway, let's look at the first mythic rare that was spoiled, and that is Drogskull Reaver. I think this art is horrendous, by the way. So it's 5 colorless, white-blue. It's a flying double strike lifelink that whenever you gain life, draw a card. So 3/5. I think that this is going to be a great card for EDH. Any deck playing blue-white really should have something like this. In limited, it's going to be a pretty good bomb, especially in sealed. So if you open this guy in your sealed pool for Dark Ascension, definitely consider playing him. But right now, with standard, I don't think this is playable. When you have something that's 7 mana, you really want something that impacts the board, say like Elish Norn, which, gives all your creatures +2/+2 and gives all your opponent's creatures -2/-2. And the other big thing is, since it's a 3/5, it does not pass the Dismember test. So, if this guy sees any play, it's definitely going to have to be, once Scars of Mirrodin block rotates out. And then who knows? Who knows if this guy will be good or not. I like the effect. I think it's a fun card. But standard playability, no. EDH is going to be good. Limited's pretty good as well, because you play this guy down. It's so hard to deal with. So, these were the only 2 cards that were spoiled over the course of the day, but kind of wanted to talk about them since we had our first mythic and a rare that I thought was going to be okay, because it was built up a lot. But, yeah. So, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back for more spoilers later tonight. Peace. So, naturally, after I finish recording, like 2 minutes later, they release a new rare. Ghoul Tree. It's a 10/10 at 7 colorless green, and it costs 1 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. I think the flavor is really cool. I think it's going to be okay in limited, because you're going to get a big 10/10 pretty quick. EDH, also going to be really good, since there's gonna probably like creature-based-ish decks. Either way, it's big. EDH, you gotta think big. Standard, I'm not sure how playable it is. I mean, I try and think. You generally get 3 or 4 creatures in graveyards by this turn, so you get a big 10/10 for pretty cheap. Standard playability, like, I would think it's okay. It's no Snapcaster Mage as a rare, but I think it's gonna be okay, and a possibility. So I'm just gonna splice this in with the other video. Yeah.